Hey guys, this is Joe Check here, and we're about to see if we can make a lemon phone charger. So last night what I did, a little bit of prep work, I went ahead and cut a lemon into a couple of sections here. And this kind of represents a battery in that each slice is like a cell in a battery, and we can either put those in series, which increases the voltage, or put them in parallel, which increases the amp hours inside the battery. These cells, or lemon cells, have about 0.9 volts in them. This one's showing a little bit less, about half a volt, but since it's been sitting out all night, it's kind of lost a little bit of its voltage capacity. So what my goal is today, I don't know if this is gonna work or not, I'm hoping to cut all these lemons up into little bitty cells like this, and hopefully we can charge this phone off of some lemons. Now, I've done some rough estimates with some numbers, and they each produce about 0.8 to 0.9 volts. So if I get 8 of these in series, I should get 6.4 to 7.2 volts. If we switch this over to microamps, these are still producing 140 microamps, which is very, very small. I mean, this is less than a milliamp, so it takes 1,000 microamps to make 1 milliamp. And I think I did my calculations a little bit off, and I was thinking I could charge a cell phone, but probably not, but let's see what happens. How this actually works is that these are zinc, and this is copper, and when they're put in this acidic solution of the lemon, he's actually making a chemical reaction which is releasing zinc ions onto the copper. You have the electrons going this way, around, you have zinc ions going this way to the copper. Also, you can see that I have separated these cells with some plastic in between each one. That actually separates the electrolyte inside, which is the lemon. And that's how we were able to get this voltage up higher and higher, or the ampacity up higher and higher. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and start cutting some of these lemons up, and hopefully we'll make a battery that can charge a cell phone. All right, now we've made a bunch of our little copper leads for this. Let's go ahead and stick them in. This is a lot more trickier than what it looks like. Everything's slipping around, but we got all of our copper leads and all of our nickel leads. So now let's start separating them with these pieces of plastic. All right, so we finished our second little bitty battery. Let's see what the voltage is on this guy, and it is 3.2 volts. Awesome. So it looks like we're making some good progress. Let's see if we can light up one of these LEDs with these 2 lemon batteries. It is working. Let's dim the lights real quick. And look at that. It lights up just barely. These connections are kind of shoddy, but hey, look, it's lighting up. So what we have learned so far is that yes, we can make a LED light up from either 1 or 2 lemon batteries. And once again, I want to let you know, I went back and did some calculations to see actually how many lemons it would take to charge a cell phone. Now, most cell phones take at least a 500 milliamp charge to get it going. And in order to get a 500 milliamp charge, we would need 5,000. Again, 5,000 lemons in order to get not just the voltage up, because the voltage is easy with one of these, but to get the amps up. So each cell produces approximately 100 microamps. It's kind of hard to get it, there we go, almost. So we're at 96, 95, 94, 93. So each cell basically produces 100 microamps. So at 100 microamps, that is 0.1 of a milliamp, which is small. So that would take 5,000 lemons in order to even start charging a regular cell phone. So I don't think we're gonna do that today. That would take a long time. So at least what we learned today is yes, we can make an LED light up with 1 or 2 lemons very easily. Just cut them up, put the zinc and the copper inside the battery. That gives you your anode and your cathode. And again, if we do want to make a cell phone light up, if anybody wants to give me 5,000 lemons and like some manpower to cut these up and get them all together, heck, we might try it, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. So again, I wanna thank you for coming and watching Joe check. Today we have checked out to see if we could get lemons to charge a cell phone, and that cannot happen unless you have over 5,000 lemons. But we did find out that we can light an LED with 1 or 2 lemons very easily, even though it is dim. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a fun experiment and now smells nice and zesty, and let's go make some lemonade.